What makes our story different? Is it our city's unique history? A city that grew off a piece of paper into the political powerhouse for all our nation? Or is it the beauty of the land we so fortunately hold dear to us? Now for 100 years, Royal Canberra has served as the backbone of golf in the Canberra-Monaro region. Membership has ranged from plumbers to prime ministers, gardeners to governors-general, all united by a shared passion for golf in one of the most beautiful settings in the country. The Canberra Golf Club was founded on the 19th of July 1926 at a site in Acton, close to the centre of the new city. E.J. Bailey MacArthur, Jack Irvine and finally Arthur East of the Lakes Golf Club all had a hand in the course on the banks of the Molonglo River. Members played on a natural exposed course built along the edges of the Molonglo River and its problematic floodplain. In the early years, the club was fortunate to count amongst its members many of the senior government figures and politicians of the time, including Prime Minister Joe Lyons, who served as the club president from 1938 to 1939. The club was granted royal status in 1933 by King George V. Much has changed over the years, from the flooding of Lake Burley Griffin to the relocation to Charles Weston's Arboretum at Westbourne Woods in 1962. Dr. Max Jacobs is probably the forgotten hero of the story, who championed that a golf course and the Arboretum could harmonise and benefit each other. James Scott of Eleanora fame and Commander John Harris designed a course that weaves itself into the natural topography and our famous lake. After the establishment of the 18-hole Westbourne Championship course, the opportunity in the 90s to add another 9 holes was too good to refuse.
The club always had a leasehold of what was called Lee's Paddock, which is a parcel of land on the other side of Dunrussell Drive, the road to the Governor-General's residence. It was thought at the time that if we don't do something with that site, we'd lose it back to the government. We engaged Thomson Baldridge to provide a plan and a course of action to complete the new 9. It was completed in May 1997, and the ceremonial opening was carried out by Peter Thomson. Peter Thomson hit the first ball off the tee on the 19th and duffed it down the middle of the fairway, not very far. It was unfortunate, but that was the day the course opened, and it's been a great asset since.
After a fire devastated the original clubhouse in 1997, a new clubhouse was built to much excitement and grandeur. The redevelopment of the Westbourne Woods course by our current course architects Ogilvie, Cocking and Mead was completed in 2016, featuring wider fairways and redesigned bunkers and greens.
Well, in the lead up to becoming president, I was captain of the club in the 4 years prior, and at that time our course was under a bit of pressure. We'd been through a drought. The greens and tees and bunkers were old and needed repair, and we decided as a first step to address those problems that we should develop a master plan for the club. For 2 years we had to go back to an 18-hole golf course rather than 27 holes. The first 9 was completed in those first years, and then second 9 again, and it's as the course is basically now.
I think the members appreciate the privilege that are afforded to them to be a member here. We have a piece of land that is very special, borders onto the lake. We have access to that lake for water. So the whole environment sets itself up to be one of an oasis, I guess.
It's probably one of the only golf clubs in the country that has such a large tree population with the golf course nestled inside of it. The scale of the fairways and the size of the playing corridors really fits the scale of the land. It's a lot more undulating than people realise, and when they come here for the first time, they're blown away by how much the golf course moves through the landscape.
Over the years, some of the greatest major winners have all walked our fairways. We hosted the Australian Men's PGA Championship in 1969, won by Bruce Devlin, and the Australian Women's Open in 2013, won by Jia Shin.
Just to the left side of the green, it'll make the green. Great shot.
Hosting the Australian Women's Open in 2013. It was a feather in the club's cap, I think, to host an Australian Open Championship, and that attracted some of the best female golfers in the world. It was a great success, and it also helped to present the club to a wider audience.
I think it's an outstanding culture. Ever since I started at the club, it's a highly positive community feel at the golf club, and it's sort of that element of country town charm that I think makes it very unique to a normal Tier 1 golf club in Australia.
There is not another sport that you can spend 4.5 hours and understand someone else, and they're from all different walks of life, but you meet them across a game of golf.
I won my first major tournament at Royal Canberra last year, and that was winning Women's Club Champion. It was really special because there was so many members out there that just made it really special to see all the support from the club. Whenever I go away to other tournaments outside of Canberra, I always think about how special I am and how grateful I am to have such a big crowd of people supporting me.
I think celebrating 100 years of anything in this day and age is a great thing. The membership over 100 years, and since it moved here, have invested time and effort in making sure that we maintain the custodial responsibility we have for Westbourne and in protecting what's so important about this precinct.
It's a pinch myself moment for myself personally. I mean, it's pretty incredible to be a part of it. You know, it's incredible heritage, incredible traditions to honour a lot of people that have been a part of the journey over the 100 years.
It's about a legacy. We were very focused on making sure that we set the club up for the next 100 years, and I think we're in a really good position both from a resource base and also from a financial base to keep making the club better into the future.
So for this year, and particularly the Centenary Week, it's about the members enjoying all the things that go to make up Royal Canberra. It's about them enjoying what we've been able to develop and build to make this week so special. It will be a great week. It's going to be a great year. And I very much hope that everyone has a great time and takes advantage of what is a very special year for Royal Canberra Golf Club.